What's up and welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. How's these beautiful people doing today?
How are these beautiful people doing?
What I mean these.
Oh, what's up, guys? Yeah,
Welcome to another episode.
welcome to another episode. As always, guys, please subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun stuff.
It helps us out.
Some,
It helps us out.
Give us that support. Give us that love.
Please
Because
do.
we love you.
Please do.
Love us back, please.
Yes, please.
What's up, Johnny?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not
How are you?
much. I'm good.
Every time I come here, you're making upgrades. It looks good down here.
Yeah, you like the little lights and stuff?
We got the lights.
Little lamp. I'm going to make it more cozy,
Nice
you know?
clock. It's very cozy.
You know, just give that kind of cozy
You
feel.
might be moving in soon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you guys don't see it, but like this basement here, the Speakeasy is typically like pretty dark. And when we do these podcasts, I have like lights all over the place, so they're really shining on us to get a hopefully better picture.
I feel like I'm being interrogated sometimes.
I know, especially those bright white ones
I'm
there.
gonna cave in.
Yeah,
I know where Jimmy Hoffa is.
It gets pretty bright here, but it's hey, whatever. You know, we always trying to make improvements.
Looks
so.
good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah. So, hey, dude, you brought something pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned that we might have done something similar on, but it's a store pick,
We've
and I
done
picked it up. Yeah,
Maker's Mark. We've done different ones. I don't know if we did one. We may have even done a store pick at some point. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe we didn't.
yeah, I don't know, 250 something.
It's
tough too.
But regardless, this is a different store pick. This is one I've never done before, so it's still a new bourbon. So.
Okay, I got this from Kelly's Liquor over at the ShopRite in Belleville.
She hot?
And I think it's a him. I
Oh.
don't know. But I was talking with the owner for a while. I picked this up on New Year's Eve.
All right.
I stopped in there, and he had a lot of store picks, and he's got a lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
A lot of bourbon. He told me he's a huge bourbon guy. He goes to Kentucky all the time to pick these private barrels. He does it himself.
He does it like legit. He does it like a lot of these stores. They just get it mailed to them, the samples, and they'll mail like 3 samples or 4 samples, whatever it is, and they're like, "Tell us one you like, and we'll do a
So this is the 3rd volume that was barreled over in September of 2023.
Yeah.
I went for the 2nd volume.
All right.
And I wound up getting talked into the 3rd volume.
Wonder why.
The 2nd volume, the master or one of the distillers there was a lady. She was retiring, and he let her pick the barrel proof because she was retiring. I guess somebody he knew there. Okay. So he didn't pick it himself.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it was 3rd on his list.
So he wanted to give you something that he wanted. He was being transparent with you. So that's nice.
And he actually wanted me to get the volume 1, which was a chocolate honeycomb. And I told him I wasn't huge on the honey, but this chocolate hot fudge sounded, more up my alley. And he goes, I wouldn't steer you wrong. He's like, it's a good one as well.
I'm smiling right now because our last episode we did, we had noted that the Willet Purple Top, that 4-year, and we mentioned fudge and John goes, I never used fudge in bourbon.
Yeah.
I never said fudge in bourbon. What does he bring? The next episode, something that is called
hot fudge.
Hot fudge. That's too funny.
But I'm going to be honest. I'll have you figure it out.
We'll give our notes.
So this is the alcohol is 55.05 coming in at 110.1.
Okay, that's a nice proof.
Maybe you can explain a little bit more of the stave profile. Okay. So the baked American pure is at a 0.
Okay.
The seared French cuvee is a 1.
Okay.
The Maker's Mark 46 is a 0.
Okay.
The roasted French Mendiant
All right.
is a 6. And the toasted French spice is a 3. Now, I looked at all 3 picks, and they all had all different numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure what that is. Maybe I should have looked it up. I figured
you probably should have. Let me see. The only thing is that I could think of is either A, they put it in those type of barrels, for whatever amount of time. Okay, there we go. So the bottom, it does say Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Barrel finished with 10 selected oak staves. Okay, so that's exactly what it is then. It's finished in those 10 staves. So it looks like 1 on... So because that number, what does 1, 6, and 3 add up to be? 10.
Right.
So that would make sense. Seared French Cuvée would be one of those. And then 6 roasted French Mendiant. One that would be that amount of stave, I guess, whatever, on that too.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I'm really getting it now. It's actual legit staves, not barrels. That's where in my head I'm thinking barrels.
Okay, so the staves.
This is a stave.
Right, that's the wood, individual wood piece in the
Yes.
barrel.
So they're adding that stave to the mix there.
Okay.
So they're taking that actual one seared French Cuvée stave, adding it to the liquid.
Understood.
And then we're going to add 6 of these staves, throw them into the mix, into the pool, and 3 of that. So that's where we're going with that.
Okay.
Different. Yeah, which is pretty cool. That's not a first time I've seen that where, the staves. We're so accustomed and used to something being barrel finished.
Yes.
That, so that's what it is. Yeah. Sorry, people. But, he threw me into the fire with that one.
Is the age on there?
I don't see it in the back.
Yeah, I didn't see an age. Actually, no. It was barreled in 2023, yeah, but I don't know when it was bottled in 2023.
Yes, that's when it was bottled.
barreled.
Yeah, I don't see I don't see an age statement on that necessarily.
Okay.
Just a quick backstory on that. Maker's Mark created a wood finishing series to explore unique expressions of our signature Maker's Mark bourbon. Originally crafted by, I don't care about your grandparents. Our private selection program allows for our loyal fans to customize their own barrel. Okay, with 10 hand-selected oak staves. So they basically say you get 10 to choose.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
And then I guess like the guy, he's like, okay, let's try that out. This tastes like this to me. I'm going to call this one hot fudge, So
Got it.
There we go. I think we got this down now.
Yeah, I always keep that.
I could tell. All right. There we go. Do you mind that I'm pouring?
No, please do.
All right.
That's a big pour.
Sorry. I'll make sure I pour mine big too, just in case.
Extra big. Extra big.
I'm joking.
Yeah, you know what it was? During Christmas time, my dad was in that shop, right? And he walked by, and the guy asked if he wanted a sample, and he's like, no, I don't drink bourbon. He goes, but my son does.
Yeah.
And he sent me a picture, and I brushed it off, and then I went back and I looked, and I was like intrigued. And I was like, you know what? I remember somebody else telling me that they had a big selection in there.
Yeah.
So I went back on New Year's Eve, and it was mobbed. And I went in the bourbon aisle, and I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy. And then the guy came up to me, and he started talking to me. And I was in there for like a half hour just talking and talking and talking. And he's got a lot of high-end stuff. I think he's a little pricey.
Yeah.
But everything from your Elmer T. Lee to your Pappy's.
Is that the photo you sent me?
Yeah. Of the glass case.
His high-end stuff was a little high. Yeah.
Not by much, by $10, $20 here, but
you got to really be on top of it though when it comes to bourbon. You don't want to be higher than what the secondary is online because people could just get it online. So.
But he also told me that he negotiates, and he goes, the more people buy, especially the store picks, he's like, I'll work with you. He's like, I'll put together packages.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll work with you with whatever.
Cool.
He had a lot of Wellers behind the counter, a lot of Wellers.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a cool spot.
All right. Well, let's see what we think, man. Thanks for bringing it. All right. Initially, I'm getting oak, man.
Yeah. Caramel.
A little caramel. I'm getting okay. I got it. I'm getting that last sip. I was trying to look for it, maybe because of the name of it, but I got that fudgy nutty.
Did you?
I got nutty fudge. I'll put nutty fudge because I think it's more nutty than fudgy. But
see, I'm getting more of a syrup, like a chocolate syrup, more like a Hershey's chocolate.
Okay.
Syrup. I'm not getting like a thick fudgy smell.
You got to get it. It's like at the end of that sniff. Right at the end is where I got it. And when I'm backing away from the glass, I get the fudge.
Yeah. I do get the nutty.
Yeah. Oak, caramel, nutty, fudge. Okay. Desserty, sounds like. But I'm not getting like bakery notes necessarily either.
No.
But it's woody almost, and I think that's the oak. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that at that.
Okay.
You know, so all right, let's try it out. Cheers. Okay. The same
Been
reaction.
doing this for too long.
I don't know if it's because it's called that, but I'm gonna say fudge, man. I'm getting a nice Kentucky hug on that too, though.
Yeah.
So,
So when I originally cracked this, I wasn't getting the hot fudge. I am a little bit now.
it's opened up a little, probably.
Yeah, I'm getting like hot fudge sundae
Okay.
with the nuts on top.
Okay.
You know, that vanilla ice cream.
Okay. It's got some sweet notes to it.
It's got some sweet notes. I'm getting that hug though. It does linger a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I definitely like it better now than I did when I first opened it. When I first opened it, I was like, man, I'm a little disappointed.
Sometimes that's just the way it works. Like, that's why we say sometimes with that fresh crack,
Yeah.
that first pour,
Yeah.
sometimes you're gonna get a different profile than if.
And I will be honest with you. The night I cracked it,
Yeah.
my wife got in my head.
All right.
I went to go open it, and she goes, "You're opening it already?"
Yeah.
And it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That's the same day I bought it. And I was like, maybe you're right. Maybe I should let it sit.
Yeah.
And I put it on the shelf, and I had a couple more.
Yeah.
And then I go, what the hell did you say that for? I was like, what'd I go out and buy it for? And she's like, I was just joking. I was like, yeah, but you got in my head.
Yeah.
I was like, so I opened it, and I was already a couple in, so maybe that has something to do with it too. Maybe I should have let it breathe for a while.
Yeah.
Instead, I cracked it and poured it and drank it. But I definitely like it better now than I did the first night I had it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wondering now with the his first one that he tried to give me, that chocolate honey. I don't know. The grains were definitely different on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's. What do you think of the color? I think it's about a
Medium dark.
medium. I think it's right on that medium. I mean, not the legs aren't really. Yeah, actually, you know what? Right there, I did get a little there. So, yeah.
So the one I went there for, if you want to look, it's called Bourbon something J-Lo. See how the numbers are different there?
Yeah, Bourbon J-Lo's 420 edition. Interesting. But yes, a baked American pure, two on the French Cuvée.
Yeah, there's no zeros in there.
Yeah, they basically said, let's go to town with this one here. Proof is slightly lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, are you gonna buy that one now?
No.
I'm sure it'll be there.
He had a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be there in the future. If you run out of this one, maybe you want to.
He didn't have many of the volume 1 left, which is I
Yeah.
think why he was trying to get me to buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm okay with this one.
Okay.
And then Maker's Mark, it's funny because I was watching YouTube videos of brewery tour, distillery tours, and Maker's Mark looks like a beautiful place, man.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be on the list for our
next
next
time.
trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a good spot. Good tour.
Yeah, we'll do it.
So what is your overall, what do you think?
I would like to see a little bit more on that finish.
Yeah.
I feel like it's lacking a little.
Yeah.
I'm only getting like kind of like oak notes on that finish. Which to me that really defines that distinguishes a what's the word? To me, like more of a prestige kind of, a higher end. I don't like to use a higher end. I hate using that because it's not. Doesn't mean it's higher end necessarily. It just means I just think for me it identifies a better bourbon in my book.
Okay.
When it has that finish that it just kind of lingers and you just want more and you're just kind of like, oh man, I'm getting that taste. It's hanging out with me right now, and I just think that things that linger for me.
I agree.
Yeah, they typically are better in my book. I'm going to give this, and it's not going to be a bad rating necessarily, but I'm going to give it a 3.65.
I had this same exact in my head.
Oh,
the
yeah.
same exact, no joke, no
Come on,
BS.
we got to argue once in a while, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed. I'll drink it all day. But I wanted a little bit more.
Yeah.
The price, it was $70.
Yeah.
It's probably the going rate for a store pick, Maker's Mark private
all right.
selection.
That's about the going rate. Yeah. I find that with these picks, when I go to a lot of stores and they have their Maker's picks and things like that, they often will do a two deal with it. They'll pair it up with like a high end bottle or another bottle. I remember picking up a straight from the barrel Blanton's
Right.
somewhere and say it was like, who knows, say it was $250 or something, or $275 for this in the Blanton straight from the barrel, and I'm like, well, that's not too bad. I get 2 bourbons out of it,
Yeah.
or something, and I'm like, that's
Right.
for that particular.
So they're trying to get rid of them and throwing it in with something good?
I think sometimes that's the case. Sometimes, and sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this actually was pretty good, And I think the problem is, it's for when people think Makers. A lot of times, like you're not your Joe Schmo buying a bourbon at the store drinker, and they've got Makers. They have it in their head that this Makers. It's a, I could mix that with stuff. It's cocktail stuff.
$30 bottle, Maker's Mark.
And it's hard, and it doesn't mean it's bad bourbon. It's just harder to push a Makers when it's price tag at 70 or something along those lines,
Right.
Unless you start getting into like your cellar aged ones, which which are definitely higher end too. So, but yeah, overall, I think it's I think it's a fair score. I think it's a fair score, and this is out of 5. People, just so you know, it's always out of 5, not out of 10. So if it was out of 10, that would look pretty bad.
Yeah,
so but that's out of 5 ranking there. But yeah, thanks for bringing it, John.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers to you. Peace. But we're not done.
That's usually
Yeah, I thought we were done.
No, we got more. Unfortunately, you're stuck with us. For the people who are watching our regular episode,
Yeah.
You are stuck with us.
Shout out to we got new shirts.
Yeah.
You like the colors?
I like it.
Yeah, I like this winey color, this wine maroon.
Mine is a tan kind of.
Yeah, I like it.
Shout
out to Tom at Destination Athlete.
Yeah.
One of our buddies.
Gave us some cool totes with that too.
Yes, I love the tote.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "Do you have to give that back to him?" I'm like, "Nope, you're not getting it." Yeah, we ordered some hoodies and some new
hoodies.
shirts.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. We appreciate that, man. That was really cool of you to hook us up with.
And quick too.
Yeah.
Text him, and then like a week later, he's like, "You can come pick it up." And I was like, "Already?"
Yeah, I know. I'm like, John, get over there, pick it up.
Wow.
Do it now. But yeah, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram, Destination Athlete in Wayne, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So what else?
What's going on in our lives, in the people's lives, and the American people's lives?
We're a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But there's some crazy stuff going on.
Yes.
Country is divided once again.
Yeah.
The country's going crazy.
You see Trump at that factory not too long ago. He was at that, like, what was it? Some plant? Was it Ford? I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
And some guy like screamed. One of the workers like shouted to him, and
was that when he gave him the finger?
Yeah. He said something not too nice, and Trump's like, he actually said at first, he's like, because you can kind of read his lips, "F you," and gave him the bird, and
he loves to throw the F-bomb around.
Yeah.
And I like that. Keep it real, man. Keep it real.
I know.
Drop that F-bomb.
I know. I just couldn't picture like Reagan or someone doing that, like. Yeah. So that was something that was in the news. Ice baby everywhere, man. It's
ice babies icing the the American public now.
It's interesting though, because I don't know. I can't speak too much on it, but I saw. Right, not too far from me in Morristown.
Yes.
Yeah, they
ice cracked down.
Yeah, there's an area where there's a lot of, you can kind of, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out. There's a lot of potential for those ice guys to do their thing. But this guy, it was like a high school kid. I thought they were really aiming for maybe unless he was a criminal. But I thought they were aiming for more like.
I think they said they arrested 6 or 7 people, and one of them was a high school student.
Yeah, was he part of a gang? Maybe I don't know. I know they say they're going after gangs. They're going after certain.
Did they take his family and they just took him too?
I don't know.
I don't know the backstory, but
yes,
it doesn't
and that's
sound
a thing
good when
too.
They say they take a child. Or,
yeah, I mean, he was like 17. He's not really.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I wouldn't call that a child.
You're taking somebody from the school system, which,
know.
you know what? If you're illegal and you're in schools, you're still illegal. So
yeah,
whether you're working or you're in school.
Yeah, we don't know too much on it, so we're not going to talk too much on that one in particular.
But we do know what happened in Minnesota.
Yes.
And that's where this rage and the dividing has really been the last week.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot going on.
I have some outrageous takes, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm not going to go crazy and off like I would like to.
Okay.
I'll keep it clean. I'm going to keep
probably
it
better that you
Yeah,
keep it
I
a
don't
little
want to.
cleaner.
I don't want to. We're doing good lately. I don't want to get us deleted.
Yeah, we've been doing okay. We haven't had any of our episodes removed like the COVID days.
No, yeah. We can do that rant too again.
Yeah.
But what? All right, what's your take? You start off.
Okay, so
Maybe a
what's the
little
backstory, real quick?
Right?
Backstory was I forget her first name. Renee
Renee
Good or something.
Renee
like that?
Good. Yeah. She was Renee Bad.
She was. I guess the ICE were doing some kind of. They were doing their business. They were trying to get to someone or whatever. She blocked her vehicle. She was basically disrupting what they were trying to do.
They were there to protest.
Okay. Yeah.
She wasn't just driving down the street and saw it happening.
Yeah.
Because she didn't live around there.
Yeah. She's an agitator. And that's become the term of that type, where they will just basically get in between things, picket, do things. Apparently, this was almost like a career thing for her, from what I understand.
Yeah, she's been arrested before.
Yeah, and it's her and her wife.
I don't know if it's wife, girlfriend.
She's
got 3 children with, I believe, 2 or 3 baby daddies.
Okay.
I think the one is passed. The second, I'm not sure. But she's a single mom.
Yeah.
Say that. Yeah.
Single mom, and there's a lot just right there, then and there. There's questioning starting to happen already. Like, what's going on there? You have kids. Do you need to be going and getting yourself into potential danger when you are the caretaker of children?
That's part of my thing. Like, when you drop your kids off to school and you're like, all right, now I'm going to go
let me go
protest somewhere. Well, no, bad things are going to happen.
Yes.
You're a single mom. You've got children to take care of.
Yeah.
You should not insert yourself into somewhere where you could possibly get into some kind of trouble.
Yeah. Yes, people have guns. They're doing things. They're trying to do their job, and that's the thing. People automatically think that these ICE agents are like
vigilantes.
They think that they're just trying to do their job. They're like, okay, their bosses are saying we need you to pick up this person and do this or whatever.
They are federal agents, people.
Yeah.
I got this question when I had this conversation with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Well, what's really an ICE agent? What's really an ICE agent? What are they? Blah, blah, blah. And even my wife was asking. She's like, what are they? They just like deputized citizens? Mm-hmm. They're federal agents. Mm-hmm. They work for the United States. They are federal agents.
Yeah.
They are former cops and former this and former that.
Not all the time, though.
Well, it could be former Army members, Marine members.
Yeah.
But they are... All right, so...
Although I did see something on the news recently where a woman, she was a journalist, and she just went to apply for the job.
But you got it?
Yeah, like it was something like... Yeah, so...
There you go. It is. You know what it is? It's like you're deputizing... They're deputizing the public. But I thought... you had to have a strong background in not basically law enforcement, but also military.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was something that slipped through the cracks there, but she did it as a shits and giggles kind of thing,
Delete that. Don't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So who knows exactly to the extent. No, but I don't want to pretend I know something about something the T if I don't really know every little thing about it. So.
When I looked it up, it said that they worked for the United States government. They were federal agents.
Yeah. So yes, I don't know what the credentials necessarily are for that. That's all I'm getting at. When it comes to it. But yes, they have guns. Okay. So, I mean, need I say more? They have guns, and they legally have guns.
Yes.
And
And this particular officer, Jonathan something,
Yeah.
Gross something, whatever his name was, has been. Somebody already has tried in his past to run him over. He's
Yes.
been dragged with a car.
Yes, he had a history. Yes,
Yeah.
there. So there might be a little PTSD with that as well.
So whether or not you believe she tried to run him over, camera footage shows him, whether she did it on purpose or she was just trying to get away.
Yeah.
He was in front of the truck, and he decided, I ain't getting run over this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot first.
So here's the interesting thing. I know a lot of people are like, well, why was he standing? That's not procedure to stand in front of the car. So what happened in this case, when you watch the video, is the officers are surrounding the car, okay? Because initially they're just trying to say, what, why are you here? Get out of here, whatever, stuff like that. And then the situation started to escalate some more. They were getting louder. The wife was getting louder. She was getting tough. And things started to escalate.
Outside with the phone in their faces.
Yes.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
So when that happens, the officer, when things get dangerous and things start to escalate, you can't have a triangle around the car. Why? Because if it comes into a situation where someone needs to shoot, you do not want to shoot across the car and hit the other officer.
Can't be in a line of fire.
So what happens is these officers start to come together so that they're not in that site where they can potentially, if it escalates, gets down to it, they're not going to be in the path of the bullet. So he worked his way around to get towards his other officers at that point, and then that's when it did escalate, where he was in front of the car. He didn't make his way all the way around yet. I think he was working his way, but he didn't make it there yet.
Right. What at that point they were telling her to put the car in park, get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Yeah.
Non-compliant. Get out of the car.
Yes, because at this point now they officially are obstructing justice.
Yes.
They may have been willing to say, all right, just, get out, but they kept going with it. The girlfriend, wife, or whatever, like I said, she was becoming a little bit more of an agitator, I guess, and started to say things.
Provoking. She was provoking.
She was provoking. She, to the point where she had told the driver, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Now you're creating a panic situation because now you're saying, let's.
And where are you going?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Why would you yell, go, get out of here, go? And then what? You're going to
Yes.
jump in? What was going to happen
They have
at
the
that point?
picture of your license plate already. They showed that they recorded the license plate. They're going to get you one way or another. Not smart. And I can't take these people for the very, the brightest bobos in the circus, because they are doing something that they, there's potential to. They're going to get screwed no matter what in the end, because now they are breaking that law. They're obstructing that justice. They're doing whatever. They're getting in that way,
Yeah.
And yeah, and well, listen. I'm sure. Did the ICE agents want it to play out like that? No, they did not. Do they want to shoot people? No, they do not. I don't think they're trigger happy people necessarily. But if their life gets to the point where it is in danger.
I was another conversation I had. That, why didn't they just shoot out the tires? Why'd they have to shoot her? Okay, so you got a car coming at you from 3 feet away.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be? Let me just take out the tire and it'll stop. And I'll be okay. No, the car's coming at me, and if I have a weapon, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I can to stop them from taking me out because I'm not getting taken out. I feel bad that this person was killed.
Yeah.
This person was murdered.
Yeah.
Killed. I don't blame the ICE agent per se.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this situation, okay? You put yourself, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
You went there to do this.
Yeah.
You put yourself in this situation. Do I feel bad for you that you got killed? Yes, but I do really feel bad for your children because their mother was an idiot who dropped them off to school, went to go protest, put herself in something she never should have been at. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Go on your fucking day, and you'd still be alive today.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't want nobody to die.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel bad for the ICE agent too. Because it's on him too.
Yeah.
It's on his shoulders. I killed somebody today.
Yeah.
They made me do it. I killed somebody.
And I'm sure now that his name's out there, and this is why this ICE agent, people don't understand. They're like, why do they wear a mask?
Yes.
It's to protect their families. Why did Batman wear a mask? To protect the ones he loved. You know, it's kind of a similar concept. You wear a mask so that you don't get crazies coming after you because they know who you are, their identity. Because a lot of people
they're not uniformed police officers.
Yeah.
People have a big issue with the ICE agent.
Just to play a little bit of a devil's advocate on this, though, should he have shot 3 times? After the car passed, he kept shooting. Should he have done that?
I don't know. I don't.
You know.
I mean, could it have been you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I'm thinking too, or what I'm thinking. I don't know if you're thinking too, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking officers are trained to shoot. From what I understand, 3 at center mass. You know, so they're so used to when it becomes a threat to that point where you need to take someone out. The typical what they say is 3 shots.
Yeah,
that's it. They're not a threat anymore at that point. You got 3 off. You know, maybe it's just training. When it kicks in, he got the 1 off, and then she kept going, and 1, 2, 3. That's the only thing I could think. But typically, if you're just if it's a threat to you, you got the 1 shot off. When the car drove by, there wasn't really need to shoot 2 more necessarily. You know, once again, it's a quick situation. It happens so fast, you can't necessarily be like, okay, let me just get 1. You know, it's just natural sometimes because that's the way they're trained.
Do you know his background?
No.
I don't know if he's a former police officer. I don't know what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to look.
Yeah.
Apparently, other ICE agents are embarrassed that he did this.
Yeah.
Yes, his name was.
And look at your source, though, man. Look at your source when they say they're only picking up. They can other ICE agents could be 1 in 1,000. You know what I mean? So your sources are always key when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
My wife, who is a editor and all that stuff, and I'll read something crazy and asinine from social media, and she'll be like, "What's the source?" You know, she always is like, "What's the source? What's the source? What's the source?"
So he did go to the hospital after because he was hit with the car and suffered internal bleeding in his torso.
Okay. I mean, do people need more reason than that?
Ross had been previously injured in another incident involving
Yes,
a
we know
vehicle
about
in
that.
Minnesota last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see what he was. Was he a former police officer?
Yeah. Well, regardless. And then they did the GoFundMe thing or whatever, and they got like freaking, what's it, like, I don't know, 1.5 million or something in people donated and stuff like that.
A GoFundMe was set up to support the agent following the incident, raising over $600,000.
I think it was more than that. Yeah.
Well, this could have been last week.
Yeah.
Sparking some concerns that the funds could go to somebody facing potential investigations.
Yes, because apparently, and listen, this is only what I've read in random places, so not fact checked. So I'm just going to be clear with that. Apparently, the wife or girlfriend had children herself, and couldn't get custody because she like put cigarettes out on her kids or something. You know, I don't know if she was a good parent necessarily. You know. Once again, I don't know if that's the truth, but that's something I read in an article or something somewhere. I don't know, but
this gentleman, he had several roles in his life. He was part of the Indiana National Guard when he was in Iraq. Mm-hmm. He was a U.S. Border Patrol field intelligence agent.
Okay,
and he worked with the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force. So he wasn't this random dude that was deputized that just decided, I'm shooting this lady today.
Yeah.
He was a trained officer that went through, a lot of different jobs.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, regardless, before you become a cop, before you become any of that, you always get training. No cop starts out as being anything before that. They're just a random mere you know, and then they get the training, and that's when they become. So, like when I mentioned before, how a journalist or whatever, they accept it. They will accept you, yes, to be part of it, but then you have to go through the proper training to become an agent or whatever it may be. You know, it doesn't happen overnight necessarily.
I'm sorry. I believe it was an act of self-defense. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. You have to put yourself in that situation, man.
Yeah. Yep.
But the bottom line is this person did this to herself, and that's what gets to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're a mother. If you were a random schmo and you're just there and you're a single lady and you got nothing else better to do with your life than to fuck with other people's jobs, whatever. But you are a single lady and now you ruined your children's lives.
Here's the thing, though. I keep seeing coming out more and more is a lot of these people are actually paid to do stuff like that. You know, they're paid to cause that chaos and be agitators.
That's what. That was during the Black Lives Matter, all those protesting, right? Antifa, right?
Yes.
They get paid to go.
Yes. Yes. And some of them are starting to become famous for it, where people are like, I'm seeing these videos and people are posting that. They're like, that's the same person at this event, and then here they are. Like, say they're like in Portland, then you see them in D.C. You know, the same person that and that's their job is to get paid to cause chaos.
Well, eventually, it's going to catch up with you.
Well,
something
it did for
bad's
her.
going to happen.
It did for her,
and it did.
You play with fire sometimes. You're
going to get burnt.
Yeah, you can.
And in this case,
yeah. And how does that whatever she is, girlfriend, wife, feel about herself now? How do you feel? Like, you told her to drive off, someone that, she trusted. You said to drive off and do the wrong thing, and that's what happens.
Was she the one where the video that's all over the news, that's her, the one filming?
Yeah.
Because she didn't act like she was...
Yeah, that was her.
She would just walk around, what did you do? Screaming. I would have been running up to my person.
Yeah.
Instead, she still walked around filming.
Yeah.
Sir, stay back. They're going to get you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I would have ran right up to I would have threw that phone down. Oh, my God. What do you... Yeah. No, she kept filming, walking around.
Yeah.
I got you on camera.
That was,
look, I got you.
The one that told the ICE officer, go to lunch or something, like, that was the
What kind of sense does that
partner.
make?
Yeah.
At what point do you put the phone down and you run to see what happened to your other?
Who knows? Other news. So we haven't talked about it yet. We'll talk briefly on it. Maduro captured.
I love Maduros.
I like the cigars.
No, I like the plantains.
Those. Yeah, they did a Bin Laden, but they didn't kill him, but they did one of those special missions. Got in there, took him. Now he's in New York somewhere, right? In some prison, and his wife is too. Apparently,
Yeah, he's in the same prison with Diddy.
Is it the same prison?
Diddy,
Yeah.
R. Kelly, and there's a couple other people that are in there that are famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all living it up.
Did he break out the baby oil or
They're
what?
all living it up.
Yeah. I think he's probably in solitary. They don't have him in the general public, though.
No, there's no way.
You know?
These cock-sucking liberals, though, that are so upset that Trump went in and did this. Meanwhile...
Well, they were the same ones that were making fun of him or saying, like, when are you going to get Maduro? Or, they're the ones who said that a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He said he was going to take care of that.
Did President Biden not put a bounty on his head?
Yeah, I know.
Was he not offering a reward for his capture?
The hypocrisy is getting a bit much now.
Yeah, so now we go in and get him, and it's the wrong thing. You just can't go in and take him away.
Yeah.
Why don't you give Trump that 25 million or whatever the hell the 250 grand, however much the bounty was. Why don't you give him the reward then? Mm-hmm. No, let's criticize him. Mm-hmm. You did the same thing. You went into Bin Laden's house in the middle of the night and you killed him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Was this guy as bad as Bin Laden? No.
No, he wasn't as bad as Bin Laden, but he still...
But to his people, he was.
Went to their country, did, I don't know. Yeah, it's different, though.
You see the people on the streets cheering. He's gone. He's gone.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you, United States.
And they know what's to come. They know the United States are going to be there for the oil, but they still are forever, happy that he's not in office.
No, they took a dictator away.
He paid no mind to the judicial, the system they had in place. They voted in someone else, and he said, "No, I'm staying." So at that point, to me, he's just a terrorist / dictator / whatever you want to call it.
That's what dictators do.
And he is no longer, so he's free game. He's, you want to stay. The people voted. They said what they want, but you want to stay and hang out and say you're still in charge. Sorry, not happening. Not happening. I think they even said, though, he was almost like he was at that point where he may say, all right, I surrender, because maybe he would have got off better. And in the end, he didn't. He didn't. And now, and his wife was a shady person, too, as well, apparently. And
that much I'm not so familiar with.
Apparently, she had her hand in a lot as well. That's why they took her in. Okay. And I know his son's still there. And then whoever he had elected is trying to run the country now. And
That's that woman, right? That vice
president.
Yes,
and they're kind of like the Trump and they're like, I'm not sure if this is going to stick. We're going to see what happens and kind of go from there. By the time this podcast airs, who knows? It might be something different. So. But yeah, we that's what's going on right now. Yes, is there an agenda for the oil? Yeah, there is. Come on, we're not stupid. We know what's going on.
Of course,
we know that we want the oil.
It's down to like $2.50 a gallon.
But there's a lot too. Look at it as almost like a chess game now with everything. Okay, the China, Russia, Iran, everyone was kind of they were doing shady shit with Venezuela. We're removing that opportunity for them now, and we're saying, you want to send your oil tankers here? We're going to take them. And you're over there. Russia's over there on the other side of the world. China is on the other side over there, and all these places they're over there. We're over here. We already have that upper hand. We're this is our area here. So.
And who is Russia to say shit? Look what you did to Ukraine. You went in there trying to take over a country.
Yeah.
And you're going to clap back? I mean...
Yeah.
I know it's apples and oranges.
I know
but there were no civilians killed in this mission.
Yeah. And there won't be. Unless you're a crooked drug dealer. And that was the whole thing. Venezuela, that the
boats were.
Yeah, they were shipping. Maduro knows about this.
Oh, absolutely.
He is destroying. He was trying to destroy our country in a different way, not through guns, not through certain weapons, not through things of that sort. He's trying to kill us internally.
He was poisoning our citizens.
Yeah, and he's causing chaos, causing all that, and we're trying to nip that at the bud, and say, okay, this is not going to happen. We can't let this happen anymore. Greenland now, another thing. Do you think Trump wants Greenland because he wants it because that is like that middle ground? That is if Russia if they get their hands on that, if something happens in Russia, whoever, that could be a scary thing. For them to get to that point, so that's the whole thing too with that as well.
I am not up to date on that too much to talk about.
It's been talked about for some time now. Obviously, Trump does make me a little nervous sometimes. He wants to buy it, but he almost makes it sound like if you don't let us buy it, we will take it. This has been something that's been run by Denmark or something for some time. It's a Denmark is like, no, that's basically Greenland is not their own. They're almost basically run by, I guess, Denmark in a way. So, Trump's kind of like, well, who are you to say anything? You've been trying to take over you've been running this country like it was your own for whatever amount of time too. So there's a lot going on with that there. So,
and listen, I'm not saying I support Trump in everything he does. I mean, the man is a buffoon sometimes as well with the things he says and does. Yeah. I think he has good intentions.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe that. And so far...
Here's the thing. He's got 4 years to do what he has set out to do. He is wasting no time.
No. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. How many times the president comes in, I'm going to do this, and then you don't start doing shit until it's that third year, and you either need re-election or you're out the door.
Love him, hate him, whatever it is, you got to respect that he's doing
what he said he was
going to do. And the people voted on that. So, and then another thing I want to bring up, too, just, I know we're getting a little political on this stuff, too. What happened in Minnesota with the fraud and all that stuff, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot in the next 6 months. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot going on with people getting exposed, possibly even arrested.
What, Mr. Tim Waltz?
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot, and it's not just Minnesota. I think New York's going to be up with Hochul. I think there's some fraud there. I think there's more going on to this that we're eventually going to see. Waltz already said he's not going to rerun for governor, right? He said, okay, I want to get out of this.
We haven't seen the last of Mayor Adams as well.
Adams, but I think Adams was trying to get on Trump's good side. I think Trump is the reason Adams he got out
Could be
of the race, I think.
But he's definitely involved in a lot of crap.
Yes, I think he was involved in a lot of crap. Yeah. Can I quote? I quoted you on that. Yeah, that's going to be interesting too as well.
I think you're right. I agree. I think the this coming year is going to be a little crazy political, and you're going to see a lot of people getting exposed. Yeah.
Yeah. And Trump is not. He's not holding back.
Good.
He doesn't care about everyone's feelings. I guess that's one thing. I would say if you want to get this country back together as one, but I think with some people, and he knows it. I think he's basically said, "I'm never going to win their vote. I'm just going to do me, and that's that."
Yeah. It's going to take a lot to get this country back together,
Yeah.
and we're not going to see that for many years.
Yeah.
It's going to be post-Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know who's next in line to take over when he's done. Is it
I
going to be
keep-
Vance? Is
or
it going to be Rubio?
Rubio's run for president before,
And lost.
and he's lost.
Well, he didn't run for he
Yeah.
ran for the Republican side, but lost
Yes.
to Trump, right? First time around.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes,
Right.
I'm sorry. I put that. He yes in the primaries. Yeah.
I'm going to assume it would be Vance. That's the next guy up.
I think you're right. I think Vance. I think if there's an opportune time for Vance to run, it's after what happened, because he's got to jump on that bandwagon, whatever you want to call it. They're in that spot right now where he needs to just keep it
Start
flowing,
figuring it out, yeah.
keep it going, keep it flowing, keep it going. But yes, there's Rubio, there's DeSantis, who I think
There's a lot of people
I think
lined up.
DeSantis has a fair shot with that too.
There's a lot of people lined up on the Republican side. The Democratic side, I don't know.
I don't know. And you even starting to see some Democrats, like, I actually kind of liking that guy from PA, the governor. What's his name?
John Fetterman?
Yeah, Fetterman.
Whatever. Fetterman?
He's kind of like
He's in the middle.
he's a Democrat that says,
The Republicans are right.
like, yeah, a lot of times he'd be like,
Why are we fighting them? They're right on this situation.
and I'll have to say, in the beginning, I was like, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah,
but
but
he's kind of, I'm like, at least he'll own stuff and he'll say, no. And I think for another Democrat to win, you're going to need someone that's in the middle like him, you know?
And he wears a cut-off hoodie and shorts everywhere. How could you not like that?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think that actually might be the thing that hurts him, though. I think he kind of...
I would vote for him just for that reason.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. We'll see.
Listen, I think, I mean, not you, but I might have said crazy shit. I haven't even really hit the tip of the iceberg of what I've been thinking lately.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm not going to, because this is not really the platform we want.
We try to stay neutral
use
as much as
this.
possible. Yeah, we try.
So if I did hurt anybody's feelings, I apologize. Not really.
We'll always try to look at it both ways, but now we're trying to look at both sides of things. But it's getting to that point where I just don't see the other side sometimes. Of the situation, and like John will say it, he'll be the first to say it. Or all, some things you may agree with more left way.
Absolutely.
You might be a little bit more liberal with certain things, but
I always say I'm the best man for the job, and I think the person in there right now, even though he's a buffoon and says some stupid shit, is doing the best job he can.
Yeah.
And he's doing more than I think the other side could have been doing right now.
Yeah. Yep. And I see it too often with people who I knew or know that grew up more leaning towards that left, more whatever, but they just got so fed up with certain things like the woke things or whatever. We're like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't align myself with that necessarily, because it just became too much. It became too extreme. You see that video of that guy? Wait, Jay sent it, I think.
Yeah.
The guy, like, he was getting heckled. The guy was he was at some protest thing. It was a right wing guy, and then there was a bunch of liberal protesters, and the guy kept putting the siren in his ear. And at one point, I think the guy actually contacted him. At that point, it's fair game.
It's fair game, absolutely.
And he, dude, he knocked out like 6 people, bro. He just went crazy. I'm like, oh my God.
Listen, I'm almost a 50-year-old man. I've got children and future grandchildren to think about, and you don't want to see your country go to shit. And right now our country's shit, and we just want to make it better.
Yeah.
It don't matter who's in there. Just make it better.
Yeah, I know.
Just make it better.
Yeah, that's what we hope for.
That's it.
I think we're going to finish on that, guys. John, thanks again for the makers.
Maker's Mark, Kelly's Liquor. Shout out.
Kelly. Thank you.
I don't know who Kelly is, but
We don't know who Kelly is.
his name wasn't Kelly.
Yeah.
But he was a cool dude, and he knew his shit, though. He
could
knew
be
his
his last
shit.
name. Kelly's a common last name, so.
Could be.
Shout out makers. Good stuff. We hope the next time we're on here, the world is slightly better, because right now it's a little chaotic, so. Yeah. John, cheers to you, and, cheers to you. All right, guys.
Peace.